Alright, fire is going to be included in the next step, and that's going to be after we make sure your edges are in line. You want to go ahead and look at your base. What have you been doing the last few days? Look at this one. This is after one day in Chile, Valle Nevado. Mr. Kurt Hoy getting a little crazy. But you can see what we're talking about here, all these base damages that we have to repair in order to go out there. First step here, again, all these high points, what you want to do is get a metal scraper. Really important, we're going to need this here in a couple minutes. And go ahead and scrape off as much of these high points, kind of use this thing like a razor, and take off all that 5 o'clock shadow that you can possibly get off. That'll really help you down the line. But you can see all this stuff that grabs this metal scraper, that's the stuff that would have been grabbing the snow. Alright, so here's the deal. Once you've scraped off all these curlicues, now we need to fill these in with something. The thing that you have to look at is how deep are my gouges. You can see this gouge, not so bad. Pretty deep, definitely something that we want to fill in. If you look at this gouge, this is the problem guy. You can see some white going on in there. That's actually the fiberglass. That's gone all the way down to the core of your board. If you leave that like that is, all the snow is going to melt, get actually up underneath your base, and create some really bad problems. Grab some P-Tex candles. The base of your board is made out of ultra-high molecular weight plastic, basically. We call it P-Tex. That's what these things are made out of. You can find them at any ski or snowboard shop. Go on in and ask them. I'm going to use black, obviously. Take my lighter, we talked about the fire, and I'm going to go ahead and be very, very, very careful and light the tip of this. You can see it starting to catch fire there. Now you can put your lighter away. Once this P-Tex starts dripping, just like that, now you're ready to work with it. I'm carrying around this plastic metal scraper with me, like so, and you can just go ahead and fill in your canyon, your crevice, however deep you've got to go. Once you've filled in your areas, I know we have a lot more work to do, but I just want to show you these two areas. What you're going to do is be very careful, blow out your P-Tex candle, don't breathe in that smoke, keep it away from you, leave it there for it to cool, and you're good to go. We'll come back, we'll let this dry up, we'll let this harden up, we'll come right back to it for the next step. Okay, so now your P-Tex, all the stuff that you dripped into the canyons and crevices and diggers, has dried, doesn't take very long. Now it's time for your plastic scraper. You want to go ahead and put your metal scraper away. That thing's way too aggressive. Take your plastic scraper and just go over, just like scraping wax, nice and mellow, over the areas that you dripped the P-Tex. And the overall goal here is to scrape it all away after many passes and to have it become absolutely flush again with the rest of your board. There's all the material, and you can hardly even see it. There's one little spot that didn't fill in. Again, you can always go back and fill it back in, but that's the last step of some base repairs. Plastic scraper, and shave off the high points of the P-Tex. You can see here, this was our core shot area. We would definitely have to go back in, relight our P-Tex candle. Probably the next time we do it, it would fill in all these other voids. But you can see, you can't see the fiberglass anymore. That was our main goal, to not allow any of the water or moisture get in there. You could fill that right back in, fill it all the way to the top, scrape it off, and that is base repairs.